Welcome back, Rankers. I just heard the gong. We have a gong in the office so that when everyone gets a number one, they bang the gong. It turns out someone just knocked it over. Anyway, lots of news happening in search this week. In case you've missed it, I have been saying this year that site speed will affect your ranking. And this week in the Google Webmaster Central blog, they have said just that. Site speed will affect your ranking. Now, we picked up on this because last year Google said on a number of occasions that site speed will affect your ranking. Not too subtle, I know, but we were listening. And Google is saying at the moment it's only rolling it out in google.com. However, we have seen evidence of sites which have had a really poor speed graph. We've moved them to a different hosting company. Speed graphs improved and the rankings have actually gone up. So it is at some level affecting other search engines, not just google.com, but I would say other country codes as well. So get your site speed fixed and just basically go into Google Webmaster Tools and have a look at your graph. There is a bunch of tools that on the Google Webmaster Central blog spot here that Google have said you can use to find out why your site might be running low or why you've got that ugly graph. But basically, site speed, yes, fix it. Rupert Murdoch this week has once again come out and told old media to stand up to Google and Bing and band together and stop them stealing our content. And it's like, well, Rupert Murdoch, they're not actually stealing your content. They're providing a doorway into your content. And the other point that I'd like to make is that if you don't want them to provide a doorway into your content, use the robots.txt file. It's really easy. And you just block the content that you don't want Google and Bing to see. And if they have picked up something that you don't want them to have in your index, then simply add the no index meta tag, because that will basically just have the content de-indexed. So it's not hard to stop Google and Bing indexing your content. And basically, Rupert Murdoch is saying we're going to have to put everything up behind a paywall. Well, they've already missed massive opportunities with the net. So to put everything up behind a paywall, I think is quite counterintuitive for the way that the net works, and then social media and all these other things that talk about giving content away and making money around the services and making money around the content. Even geo-based devices, there are a lot of local advertisers that will not advertise on Google AdWords and probably won't even advertise in the local newspaper, like the fish and chip shop, like the milk bar. But if that advertising is targeted at a very local area on a local device, and you know the person seeing that ad is viewing content and is in probably a 5K radius of where you are right now, that's powerful advertising. And unfortunately, News Limited and one of the other big ones here, Fairfax, has missed the boat on that. And with devices like the iPad and the iPhone and all these other locality-based devices coming out, it's an absolute Monty. So I think News Limited is going the wrong way. Don't know who's advising them, but I don't think they know terribly much about social media and those sorts of things. A lot of people seeing Wikipedia results turn up in pages from Australia. I'm not too sure if it's happening in pages from UK or other country codes, but I would be interested to know. So if you are in those countries, please let us know. But I don't think it's very helpful. Typically, you would see Wikipedia results coming in under pages from the web. And one of the reasons most people would go to pages from Australia is because they don't find the Wikipedia entry that helpful to a local search. And it's an encyclopedia, let's face it. So I've typed in filter and I'm getting information on the band filter, which, as many of you know, that the filter I'm really interested in, of course, is the internet filter. So if we go filter internet, and we see that the Wikipedia results still there, although it is actually relevant because it is talking about censorship in Australia. But I'd be interested in your feedback. What do you think of Wikipedia results turning up in pages from your country? Google is constantly undergoing change, though. Aaron, one of our new web devs here, picked up this week from Google Chrome, a brand new interface that we're seeing sometimes in Google Chrome and sometimes it's not there. The reason for that is at any one time, Google will use a large percentage of its users as a test group and the other users as a control group. And they'll try new things out in a live environment to see if they work, and they'll track your clicks and all those sorts of things. It's great. Basically what they're doing is the options that you'll see in the normal Google interface are default open in this Google Chrome interface that we're seeing, and the layout slightly different in Pages from Australia versus Pages from the web and all those sorts of things. So that's one to keep an eye out for. We have actually asked Matt Cutts and via Twitter, although we probably just got lost in the sea of requests about Wikipedia results in Pages from AU. Haven't heard anything back yet, but hopefully we will. And finally today, Twitter next week will be launching its ad platform. That's right, they do actually have a business model. And basically you're going to start to see sponsored tweets that will come up in, certainly at this stage, the web interface. And the idea is that these will actually be tweets that people can retweet if they want, but they will be paid ads. Hopefully they'll be sort of labelled as such so we can see them. I don't think it's such a bad idea. There's plenty of clients out there that you can get rid of, probably not actually see the ads, and I'm sure there'll be things that will pull out the ads. But essentially, if you're doing a search on something and there is a relevant ad, it's going to be like AdWords. So you're going to see a tweet that will hopefully be relevant to the search that you're doing. And finally today, a question from NetBloke: how do you get subpages of a site to rank decently? Well, Nathan, you have to get links into those subpages to get them to rank decently. That's really the only way that you're going to do it. And of course, they've got to be relevant to the searches that you want them to rank for. But to get the Google bot to go in and see those pages, get some backlinks to those inner pages, and maybe even look at something like a footer menu to get some links across the site so the bot can easily find all those inner pages. Set up a sitemap, make sure they're getting indexed. And a big shout out to Krigsy, one of our other devs who's in Kenya at the moment helping orphans, and they've just painted the orphanage, so great to hear it's all going well, Krigsy, and thanks for the update, and get back soon, although Aaron's doing a wonderful job, I've got to say. Look at that, found that thing about Google Chrome. Krigsy didn't find that. But anyway, we'll see you when you get back here, Krigsy. And that is it for this week's show. If you've got questions, send them in, or if I'm not getting to them on the show, because I know there's a few that I'm not getting to, go to the Facebook page. Just do a search for Stuart Media in Facebook. Go to the Facebook fan page, and one of our helpful staff will hopefully be able to help you at the Facebook page. And we're just using it to answer SEO questions. We're not flogging anything, we're not selling anything. We're just trying to embrace the world of social media and help people with their SEO questions. And we'll see you next week. Thanks very much. Bye.